Day one of our official collaboration for our platform. Got loads to do today, so let's see what's on the board.
Yeah, we are waiting on some feedback from friends of ours on our business plan and our name. So some feedback already got in, and yeah, I think very valuable.
Yeah, indeed, and people with different perspectives on what we're going to do and different questions and feedback, so that's really good. And surprisingly, we gave a list of potential brand names, of which, yeah, one of us either likes the one more, preferably, and then we just found out through the first feedback we got that people really want to stick with the first one we kind of came up with, which is kind of funny. So we put a lot of time and effort into like finding a lot of original brand names, and now it turns out it's going to be the most simple and logical, to the point one. But anyway, that's good to know. And I also hosted a podcast with Margreet Jacobs today on presenting and standing in your light. It's actually a cause of me posting about a poem by Marianne Williamson about our deepest fear, that we'd rather not feel than actually risk the success that we have in life. And we'd like to make that link to failure and success on stage, because how you act on stage and how frightened you are of presenting says a lot about how you feel about yourself and being who you want to be, basically. So super interested about that conversation.
Yeah, and other things that we are working on today, that we already did, was making an announcement video. So a video where we say, okay, this is the platform that we are going to build, and this is we're gonna build that together.
Mm-hmm.
And
because not everybody knows that we're together. We're gonna do that together.
No.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Yeah, and it's part of a joint mission of ours. And that we in the coming days are going to share our manifesto. Yeah. So that's kind of the overarching vision that we have on important topics as relationships, education, finance, mindset,
health.
So we have quite a strong opinion about how we perceived and handled those topics in the past, and how we should do that in the future after this crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And also finishing that manifesto today, and making the website text. The website is in progress.
Yeah. So we chose for Kajabi. Don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's a combination of both a platform for courses, online courses. So video works really well on it. It also has email marketing campaigns, at least possibilities for that through funnels, and also just a regular website with landing pages. So it fits our full picture of what we want to have with our platform. So working on understanding how that works and filling it up with the media and text. Because this weekend we also did a photo shoot to make sure that we have some portrait shooting and some pictures of us in action, at least to start off with something to fill the website with.
So busy day, lots to do, and let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's get some coffee. Tuesday! New beard.
Nice. So Tuesday, after our big announcements from yesterday, we got quite some support and reactions, and I think 10, 20 early adopters, people that said, okay, count me in, I want to know more.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. So busy with reacting to them and thanking them. And of course also posting something today, like we try to do every day. We shared a poem about how an okay life is probably not okay. So if you want to check it out, just go to our LinkedIn. And for the rest, actually
pretty slow day. I was so tired. I think we were just too hyped up about what happened yesterday, and just in general with our plans, that we just got too alert at night and too energetic, so I didn't really sleep that well. So we just decided to stay home and work a bit slower than we used to. So that's okay. And what else? I'm just thinking we have more today.
Yeah, we also made a plan for the lunch.
For lunch, yeah.
And for the content that we want to share, because we have a lot. So what we first will do is share a bit in the coming days about how we used to do things as a society in the past years before the crisis. So we will...
not even past years, just in general.
Yeah.
What society expects of us and what we expect of society, I'd say. But yeah.
Yeah. So we have quite strong opinions on those topics. And then, of course, we will also share more about our vision on those topics.
Yep.
So our vision on relationships and on health and on work. But we decided to just give out, share every day a little bit, not everything all at once.
Yeah, it's too much. We have too many topics to cover, and if we want to share then like the current situation of how we handle things surrounding finance, for instance, and then also our solutions, or at least the what if version, it's going to be way too much and overwhelming, and that's exactly what we wanted to fight, which is overwhelm. So we're thinking now about starting with a few topics just to highlight a few of those, and then going towards the what if version, maybe even in a video, because we found out that works way better on LinkedIn than posts with only texts. And so we are thinking about that. And also interesting night, because in half an hour we'll probably hear that our quarantine situation will be extended, which is totally not unexpected, but will also give us more room to work on this. And I guess more and more people will lose their jobs, more and more people have more time left, and I think they'll start thinking about self-development even more than people did before. So I think we got some nice momentum here.
Yeah.
So talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, see you. Ciao.
Ja. Ja, precies. Ja. Used to do. Toch?
Ja.
Optikken.
Thursday!
Hey guys, Thursday. We're still working on our views on how we did things back then. So looking back on relationships, work, finance,
Education.
everything, all these main topics. So we already wrote down quite a lot about how we viewed those topics. But now today we just asked our audience for input, for their experiences and the things they wished they had learned before.
Yeah.
So doing it together with the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. To hear what they will mention, because I think there's a lot of things we can name, but we just mentioned, for instance, like mental health, being alone. How hard can that be? Now that we hear all these signals that people are really lonely, like actually feeling alone and really, getting into the depression phase. So I think that's really sad to hear. And I think we never learned to be alone. I mean, many of us didn't. Mm-hmm. And we also talked about personal finance, but I don't think we have to elaborate on that. And for instance, how to manage health. Why did we never learn to cook in school, or learn about vitamins and minerals, and how to have like a full diet, and also just giving the idea that it will influence your energy, your health, and the way you live. So anyway, to wrap that off, we're working on that today. And and the podcast.
So we are working on these main topics to get a grip on it. But we are also working on our own personal experiences in those topics, because we experienced a lot of highs and lows in all these key areas of life. So writing it down ourselves, and also preparing a podcast where we share our personal journey.
Yeah, that's right. So lots on the planning for today, but it's a very, very nice day. It's really sunny, so hopefully we won't be sitting here until 5, but who knows?
Yeah, and for sure, relaxing in the sun afterwards.
Oh, definitely. Looking forward to that beer.
Yeah.
All right, have a great day.
Oké, ciao guys. Kijk, heel veel van die dingen die staan al in onze content planning. Alleen dit is eigenlijk nog breder dan content planning. Onze content planning en onze planning in het algemeen, het loopt een beetje door elkaar heen.
Ja, dus hier kijken we helemaal niet naar, terwijl hier alles in staat.
En jij hebt ook nog deze aangemaakt.
Dat is gewoon tasks eigenlijk. Dit is
Ja.
puur tasks.
Ja, maar als we dan je moet eigenlijk met één ding gaan werken.
Dit is geen planning, dit is gewoon puur milestones.
Oké, maar als je naar beneden
Dit is puur-
scrolt, zie je alsnog dat er een planning is. Maar oké, we kunnen ook alleen maar
Dit is alleen milestones. En wat je net liet zien, kun je dit meteen veranderen naar de...
Dus,
Nou, proef maar. Dit is keihard zoet, hè? Ken die guys. Oh. Working from the office again, there was literally nobody. So once we heard some beeps, it was like, is there somebody there? And then we were like in a meeting room where you couldn't see us, so it was a bit creepy. Anyway, it turned out well. But just working a few more hours in the sun, so that's great. Just doing some calls. And it's super interesting because I don't know what happened, but I'm linked to this co-founder, tech startup co-founder, and somehow we got in touch about loneliness in these times of crises because a lot of people are working from home. Many of them are living by themselves or just with one roommate that they don't really know, and they can't, they're not able to see their friends and family. So it's pretty interesting. And it's sad as well for them because, they get lonely, especially the tech guys, the team, I heard. And this guy who contacted me told me about how he worked on solving this issue with his team and actually make it, something to talk about instead of just having it as a taboo. And we're planning to start a podcast or just have one episode on this topic. So we just had a call on, what we want to discuss and what their exact situation is. But I'm thinking, this is like a major thing that we don't really talk about. Being alone can actually be healthy. And I think it's a matter of, accepting the situation and also kind of switching your mind because working from home and being alone more often is kind of the reality now. And I think it won't change for like the upcoming weeks at least, but maybe even months. And, why not embrace being alone and just having your alone time and being able to think clearly and have less distractions. So super interesting topic. And I think we're going to have a lot of exposure on that too. So excited to launch that podcast episode.
Today it's Friday, last day of the week. I think we had a pretty good week. That's funny.
Last day of the week, no shit. Okay. Yeah.
So I think we had a pretty good week. Today we started off with setting some goals for us for the year. So of course we already thought about it before, but now we just made them a little bit sharper and really quantitative. So we exactly know at several points in time in the coming months where we want to be. So it's now just a matter of working towards them. We also made some steps with our self-development landscape, someone we know is helping us with the layout. So we feel very, very blessed and good that people are helping us with a lot of different things.
In their free time voluntarily. So
So that's awesome. And today we sent our first email to our fans, early subscribers.
The people that hit interested.
People that said interested on LinkedIn. So just bring them up to speed with all our plans and what's happening.
And how they can contribute as well, because we're not looking for like full-time team members, but rather people that can just help us out with, let's say, the landscape for UX, but also, doing our video editing or helping us with the campaign. So everything like knowledge-wise is helpful.
So pretty, we have some things that we need help with. So if you could help us out and you something resonates with what we're saying, just let us know. Mm-hmm. Then we will just fill you in and keep you in the loop. Mm-hmm. And there was something else that that was a topic today for us. We are almost finished with our manifesto, where we give our opinion on certain, I think, big topics like work and relationships, and how we as a society handle those topics before the crisis, so before now, and how we should handle them and go about them in the future. So it's
more concretely, to give an example, because I think that we've like said that basically the whole week what that would mean, but rather, you know, there are some societal expectations regarding what you should do in life to be successful, or you know, that you need a master's degree and use that master's degree also in your work, or that you need to work from 9 to 5 or at least 8 hours, and if you log off at 9 or at 4:30 or at 4 because it's sunny outside and you've done your job, you can't because you need another hour. I think that's literally what we heard last week, and it's so sad, and I just cannot wrap my head around why we're doing this with our society, and same for you. So things like this, like these are like very like specific examples that we're mentioning in this manifesto, just saying why did we just come up with these bullshit rules, and you know, why do we still need to follow them in 2020 when everything is online and you know, we can live our lives, and especially because that's the link, you know, we're fulfilled in all our basic human needs, like, you know, having shelter, food, safety, all that shit, and then we're getting to the phase of self-actualization. But if we're past the point of, you know, knowing who we are and knowing what we want to do, then the only highest thing that we can reach in life is be of value to others. So I think that if we're passing all those bullshit rules and just going beyond the normal and just kind of no longer accepting it, we will get to a higher state of whatever you want to be. And that.
Yeah, so we just let each other be human and be all that we can be. Just reveal everything we have inside ourselves and just go without breaks. So these are the things that we have been talking about for years already, and we now decided to write it down. But we are still afraid for some reactions. But today we said to each other, there will be some negative reactions. There will be some people that don't agree or are offended, but it's normal. It's whenever you speak out, there will always be a percentage that don't like it or don't like the way you share it. Mm-hmm. That is normal. So I think it's only signaling that you're doing a good job and you're just being yourself. When everybody says okay, you're doing a good job or I like you, then you probably are not fully yourself. So that's
true.
What we are.
Same with our feedback, you know, we're getting a lot of like different perspectives on what we're going to do, because we send out some blueprints of what we're going to do in the next few months, and not that people are super negative, not at all, but they're critical, and that's exactly what we're asking for, because if you just keep saying to us, oh, super nice, looks so great, then we're not going to learn anything, and we're just going to do what we think we should do, and then nobody's going to like us anyway. So never be the average, right? Just be original and stand out, be unique.
Yeah. So that's what we are going to do. So,
And what else? Is there one more thing we did today? Yeah, I already talked about the episode about loneliness.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Weekend.
Let's enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend.
Ciao.
Okay, ciao.